our next race, the Women's Collegiate Varsity 4 Petite Final. In lane 1 will be Tennessee, Women's A. Lane 2, Gonzaga A. Lane 3, Kansas State Women's A. Lane 4, Sacramento State A. Lane 5, UC San Diego A. And in lane 6, St. Mary's A. And we have a race that is coming up on the 500 meters. Again, this is the Women's Collegiate Varsity 4 Petite Final.
The races are coming our way at a little faster split. As I mentioned earlier, we did have a fog delay, and so instead of the 7 to 8 minute splits that they're working on under normal conditions, the crews are coming down at 6 to 7 minute splits. So one will rapidly follow the other, and we will try to pick up the information for you as rapidly as possible. Nearing the 500 meter mark, it appears that Gonzaga in lane number 2 has a slight edge over Tennessee. Generally, the crews in lanes 1 and 2 are the top time achievers in heat files. Sacramento State has gotten a slight lead over Kansas State as they come through the 500 meters, and then checking on the far outside, the only two crews that have kind of lost touch, the University of California, San Diego, and St. Mary's. For our folks who are joining us on the World Wide Web, we'll mention once again that we are in beautiful Southern California, the community of San Diego. The location is the Crown Point Shores area of Mission Bay Park. Mission Bay Park is the recreational bay, if you will, for the two, San Diego Bay and Mission Bay. San Diego, of course, being the commercial and military bay. Approaching 1,000 meters. And our crews are staying somewhat the same, although Tennessee has come up to challenge Gonzaga. And then out to lane number 3. Actually, that would be lane number 4, Sacramento State. Kansas State having a little bit of a problem coordinating things, and they have dropped back. Looks like there might be even some open water there. And then to the far outside, University of California, San Diego, and St. Mary's. We are on the water with the Women's Collegiate Varsity 4+ Petite Final.
It indeed appears that lane 3, Kansas State, is being challenged perhaps by the wind, making some course corrections. But we do have a race here between lanes 1 and 2, Tennessee and Gonzaga. And 4 and 5, Sacramento State A and UC San Diego A.
Looks like the Toreros in the last 250 meters has pushed up on Sacramento State, but the contest continues to be at the front, although on that outside, University of California, San Diego is trying to close ground on the co-leaders at this time. Gonzaga going this rafting back along like they suddenly has found some reserve in the tank, and they are up challenging the University of California, San Diego. On the far outside, St. Mary's and Kansas State are trailing. Along the shoreline, this is Tennessee, and they have had a bow marker to bow marker battle the entire length of the race to this point with Gonzaga in lane number 2, and they have traded back and forth. And this is Tennessee along the shoreline. It looks like they might have edged in front of the Zags. Then we go out to Sacramento State. Looks like they have held off a challenge by University of California, San Diego. And then to the far outside, St. Mary's and Kansas State. Inside 250 meters to go. The four width along the shoreline. This is Tennessee. They have about a half boat length lead over Gonzaga. Gonzaga had led through the middle part of this race, and somehow Tennessee found some energy, and now they've almost pulled out to a stern to bow marker lead. It is Tennessee along the shoreline. Gonzaga then about 2 boat lengths of open water back to Sacramento State. The Sacramento State crew held off the terrific job of coming back in the last of California, San Diego. And then just for bragging rights on the tail end of this, it's Kansas State and St. Mary's. Kansas State is on the near side and St. Mary's on the far side. Let's see who gets to brag. I realize it's at the back of the pack, but what the heck, they're going for it, and it looks like it was Kansas State hanging in there to pick up that next to the last position against St. Mary's. Once again, the unofficial winner, Tennessee, followed by Gonzaga.